Hello and welcome to episode 25 of our Timberborn Update 5 Waterbeaver playthrough here, cycle 25, day 3. Last time we did a bunch of little things. Tried to fix this situation with how the water's coming through here. Did not have a whole lot of success, so that is unfortunately going to continue to be a problem. And we have all sorts of other things to solve as well, including this district constantly being out of water. Part of the reason is, of course, because we are dumping water out of this thing to keep our rice wet. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this for the time being, just so we can, try to keep our beavers alive. That is a very important thing to be doing. And evaluate where we're going next, because we have a lot of stuff that needs to get taken care of. And boy, is this going to be hard. But we also started the process of getting this floodgate dam blueprint going here. It is about half done. Of course, once it's finished, we'll have to take it over to the artist lodge and get it artified, beautified, whatever the term is for this. Fancified. There we go. That, of course, will come later on. But the main thing that we've got to do now is, well, first of all, we can get these scavenger flags out of here. Not you. The flag. We've got to figure out a solution for our Badwater diversion. And this has been a hot topic of discussion in both the comments of this video and on the Discord. And our dear friend Alex has submitted an idea that I think is going to be pretty good. I might modify it a little bit. But the gist of it is we need to block off the Badwater from getting down into the canyon, and the way that he proposes to do it is to cut channels between these and have all of the Badwater get shunted off here with the addition of some trenches, a whole bunch of dynamite, and then some other stuff here. And how that has been proposed to be done is to go in, of course we can't place this yet, but go in and place somewhere right around here-ish, a way for it to get out into the main area here. And then if it's good water, keep it open so it flows out. If it's bad, shut it and let all of it go out this way. We also had some other designs that were submitted. I do not know if I have the mechanical fortitude to attempt to do what Redneck posted, which was a fantastic looking wall of buildings here. But I think we can arrive at a pretty good hybrid of a bunch of the different ideas that I've seen, and hopefully store a bunch of water here behind some of these lodges once we actually use these, and then also do another Badwater diversion up here, which is going to be its own beast. Probably easiest way to do that is just to get rid of these brambles and cut a channel and then put a dam here, and then another dam here with some buildings, obviously, to create a whole thing walled off. But it hasn't been a huge problem the past couple cycles with the Badwater. It's just one of those things I want to eventually not have to worry about it coming through here, but it's going to take a long time. The biggest problem we're going to have to cope with when it comes to building this is just getting over here, because I do not have the science to make ladders yet. It's going to be soon. But one of the proposals that was attached to the design that I received was to just keep building bridges and then connect with these paths and just go across all these different channels. And that's a good idea. It's probably what we're going to have to do, but it's going to take a long time to do it. We also have the option of just coming in over here and trying to build stairs up. But because this is the Waterbeaver mod, there is no easy way to do that, because the platforms only go up 2 blocks and then it won't let you do anything else. So you can do overhanging walkways, but you can't place them halfway down a cliff. They can only come from the top. So the only way to go up a vertical cliff is with ladders, which, by the way, only let you go up 2 blocks at a time without having to have something next to them. So even if we did unlock the ladders and we used the platforms, we could only go up 4 blocks before that became a problem. So what's probably going to need to happen is we're going to need to kind of cheese it a little bit here with these platforms. And we have the ability to kind of do that. If we are careful, we can put something like this possibly. I don't have the spiral staircases put in yet, but if we feel like this is going to be viable, then I can kind of commit to doing it this way. But this is, yeah, you can see why this is not really an ideal way to go about doing this. It's doable, but it's a challenge. It is certainly a challenge. The good news, though, is that we do have the ability to build this as it is. We just have to be able to get at these pathways correctly. So this will work. We will be able to get up to the top of this thing just how we have this currently set up. It's just going to be a little bit of a pain because we can't turn. We can't turn the stairs. So, never underestimate the ability of this community to figure out solutions to problems. They certainly are better at it than I am, but building this is going to take a little bit of time, but once it is done, we will be able to just come right up here, make our way downtown, so to speak, get up top, and start getting rid of all of this stuff. And again, this is going to take a huge amount of time. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cancel the demolishing of these blockages because I think we're going to end up using them to our advantage by just blasting this deep enough to where the blockage is actually structural to hold the water back. And then, of course, later on when we have the ability to do these levees correctly, the double height, then of course we can do that. We can just plug these up permanently. The original design that Alex submitted was for a floodgate here and then another floodgate in this area, but I think we can do it with one. And seeing how this is just one source block here, one source block here, and one source block here, I don't think a single 3-wide channel is going to be overwhelmed by it. So that was the idea that I had, was to have the output of this be a 3-wide, maybe right about here. Just cut this in, place the dam, the floodgate right about here, except obviously a block or two down, and then open it whenever it's good water, close it when it's bad, and then of course there'll be another dam on this side to shunt the water this way if it's good and allow it to go this way if it's bad. Cutting a trench here is going to be a little bit of a challenge because of the elevation change, but I don't think it's impossible to do. It's just going to take a little bit of work. But I guess I should have had this triple speeded throughout this entire thing, so anything could get built quickly at all. But we'll let these guys do what they got to do. I want to make sure the high ground district is surviving, which does not seem to be the case. We've got severe contamination and thirst problems, and we've got how many beavers in here? 19. Yeah, okay. So remember before where I had a whole bunch of jails and then we had the washing machine? Well, we can't use a washing machine up here for the time being, so what we're going to need to do is going to need to put in some beaver jails. Once again, there we go. Yeah, we're going to build these high priority so we can get our beavers decontaminated and continue along with what we were supposed to be doing. And I am also happy to report that a solution to my why can't I get planks from here has been found. It is that the scavenger flag is supposed to be used to do that. And I just did not know that. So thanks to, I believe it was a redneck who pointed that out. But once we have enough beavers to, you know, do literally anything, then we'll have somebody in the scavenger flag and they can take these buildings down. They just can't get to them yet because there's scrap metal in the way and you can't define what they're going to do and going not to do. So eventually we'll get these buildings taken care of, and assuming the information I've received is accurate, they'll take care of that. So that's good to know. For now though, it's just a right mess here and a left mess and a center mess and an up and a down mess all at the same time. So yeah, that's about the size of it. The flooding continues, and the lag apparently, but yeah, it's just a mess. One of the solutions to stopping this has been to stop the rivers from going head-on into each other and having some sort of a a little divider here so that the flow doesn't just try to go up this way and then up this way and then swirl around like a vortex of terror and destruction, and instead just go this way. I also could and probably should remove these water wheels, and that might get rid of our problems entirely, but we need the planks, which also need saw blades, which we have not been producing because I've been so focused on trying to get the metal fasteners. But we're going to put this guy back on the saw blades. So I know there's a couple of you who can breathe a heavy sigh of relief in the comments now that we have gotten that taken care of. So what's our progress here? Okay, almost none. We'll turbo speed through here, check back in on our friends over in the high ground to see if they're going to survive at all. But yeah, that's more or less what we're going to be trying to do. It's going to take a long time. Not going to happen this episode. Might not happen next episode. But we have the rough structure of what we're going to be doing, at the very least. So these 2, 3, actually, they're all the same. They're all the same height, I think. Yeah, they are. They'll just flow around here. Obviously, I can't just make straight and straight because the cliff's in the way. We're going to have to zigzag a little bit. But again, the flow from one of these is not going to be enough to flood. If we make it 2 blocks deep, 2 blocks wide, that should be plenty the whole way around. How are we doing here? Still no water. Anybody dying of thirst? We're all dying of old age, which I guess is a good problem to have. How's our... Okay, that's halfway done. Oh, okay, that's why. We don't have anybody in the pumps. Let's fix that immediately. That should never have been a problem. These should always, always, always be on. No goods in stock. They got Badwater and bramble flowers on the other side, which is good because we're, you know, trying to export those. But the problem we're running into is nobody can drink anything, which is obviously not ideal. Thankfully, none of them are, you know, death thirsty yet, at least not on average. But that's going to be something we're going to have to keep an eye on. Getting there on the contaminated beaver jail, at least the first one. But yeah, like I said, there is no easy solution to anything with the water beavers. Everything is a struggle. Everything is suffering. I mean, but that's what the mod advertises, so it's fine. Got no qualms with that. Yep, this is actually progressing reasonably well. I hope I can build this from these stairs. I should be able to. And then we'll be good to go. We are going to need a lot more dynamite, so we do need to get that process going again. And that's going to require our Handicrafter's Lodge to stop plucking lotuses for a little bit. And instead make some of this stuff. And I've got storage for 36 explosives. We're going to need more, for sure. And paper, thankfully we have a lot of. Sawdust we don't, because it's being used to make a bunch of different stuff. But it's a process. We need to make nitroglycerin. Sunflower oil we do have 500 of, which is good. That was a problem for a long time. But now it should be a little bit better. Still no water. I guess they just can't keep up. But like we said last time, it's just a struggle. It's going to be a very, very slow process no matter what we do. We just have to make sure we're staying on top of it, which is maybe easier said than done. That's just the way it goes. We should go ahead and have at least one beaver working here. We have half the population's contaminated, and they're not going to get any better until they have somewhere to heal themselves. So as soon as the one beaver who's building can get this finished... Oh, look, there we go. That should immediately fill up. And then, of course, we've got the scavenger doing scavenger things. That can stay as it has been, so that's good. As long as the water level, or level of water that we have pumped, remains enough where we can... Oh, that's minor injury, not thirst. We're good on thirst. Well, for right now. And we have dirty beavers. And beavers who don't want to whatever. It's fine. They can use the showers if they feel so inclined. Except this might not have enough... Okay, no, they're using it. And then immediately, look, all the water disappears. Well, at least they're using it. That's something. I should probably put in some more of these because it is kind of a slow process. Yeah, we'll do that, because we really, really need to make sure these guys are taking care of themselves. And I don't have easy access to a river bath. I mean, I could put one down here. No, that's not it. I'm just going to be afraid of when the bad tides come, what's going to happen. I'm also no longer, oh, that's not going to work. This is not even rotating this wheel at all. What a huge waste of time. Jeez. So, yeah, remember how we were going to do this? We are no longer going to do this. Because this very clearly does not work. Sorry, water cannon fans. It's not looking good. Not looking good for you. So, I'll just put this on pause for now. And then we'll get rid of the crappy water wheel so they can actually, you know, walk through this and get to the river bath if they so choose. Yeah, these guys are suffering, but they shouldn't be suffering that much. Once we get all that taken care of, we have enough water to say, ooh, look at that. Crusty infected beavers right there. We have enough water to ignore this for a little bit of time and to come and check on how we're doing here. Yeah, okay. All right, they did it. We're up here. It's going to be a long process to get this taken care of. But I guess since they made it up here, we can go ahead and start the process of getting across here. Of course, the 1x1 bridges are our best friends here. And then we will just need to shave our way through everything. Just kind of indiscriminately. Not going to worry about cutting the trees down up here. Just going to get rid of them. And move our way across as necessary. So I'll just, yeah. We'll just go all the way straight across here. Place the bridges ahead of time so we don't forget where the path is going to go. And then this here, of course, we'll need to be able to get across. And the rest of this will just have to come in due time. But I can go ahead and pop these in here. It's going to be a process, folks. Going to take a long, long time. But we can leave them alone for at least a little bit of time before we have our, hopefully not a bad tide this next cycle. And to see what we can get ourselves up to. But we need to make sure we're making more explosives. I think we already set this up. But it's one of those things that just takes a lot of time to get done. And our beavers clearly have other things that are on their mind. Who could blame them? Water levels are going up here in this district, which is good. The beavers can shower, so they don't have to be filthy anymore. And you would think this other jail should be taken care of soon. Hopefully it will be. Dying of old age, hopefully. Yep, there we go. Yeah, it's progress. So I will go ahead and I'll turn this fluid dump back on because this rice will dry out without regular maintenance. We're going to really, really need to make sure we're keeping on top of that. The water cannon... like, it's frustrating that this doesn't work, but... oh well, what can you do? There's not really anything. It's like, it's not even moving fast enough to register on the radar. I probably need to have another building here. Or I need to blast this down and put the shaft here. But then this building won't work. Ugh, man. That's annoying. But whatever. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff people suggested we should do today, which was, of course, after all of the bypass comments, we still need to take care of the problem here with the water bunching up. And as much as it pains me to say it, I think we're going to have to go ahead and just hit the eject button on this mess right here. Because we're really not making any progress with this. And this is just causing backup with the way the fluid works. So I will keep the one little wheel here. But getting rid of that other one hopefully will help unstick this a little bit. I know it's probably going to take a little bit of time. But yeah. the main problem we have is right here. This is very hard to get this taken care of, especially since we don't have any other way of elevating ourselves. And it's just going to be a little bit of a pain. So what I'm going to propose we do, first of all, this is too deep to put in a set of platforms. But what we can do to blast this out is we can go ahead and come up from this side. It's going to be a little bit of a pain, but we can do it. Actually, I don't think I need to... I think I can just straight up put a staircase here. In which case, we can just do this. Put that there, and then I'm going to give it a shot with the dynamite here. If the staircase is in place and that works, great. If not, then we'll have to try a different approach. But I know getting this wider, deeper, and a little bit more isolated from here is going to help, including possibly just blasting a channel in the middle of this and directing it through this area before anything else. Hopefully that's going to work. How's it coming along here? Wow, we're making great progress. They're quite a bit faster than I remember them being at getting stuff removed, so that's very encouraging. That is nice. Of course, the diversion dam is going to be here, but that is quite a ways away. For right now, they still need to get over here, and then we need to start mapping out what our interconnection is going to be. I think we can make it work 1 wide, 2 deep. I think it should work, because that's essentially what's coming out of here is just 1 wide, and it's looking like that. So if we make it 2 deep, then it won't need to go through this area. It can just go the rest of the way. But because this is diagonal, it's going to be a lot more dynamite to get it done than maybe we would originally think. And there's just a lot of trees that are going to have to get cut down. I guess I can just go ahead and put a lumberjack flag in here. I was going to try to avoid it, but we might as well have a storage for some of the wood that we're going to need up here. Because this is dead. If I just click individual trees kind of in this general area, that might get us into a decent spot. Don't have to get all of them, but we are going to want to make sure that we have as much taken care of as we can that we think we're realistically going to need. And I think this much is probably going to work. Or maybe... No, that's going to be fine like that, because we could just do a jog there. This one here can go this way, and then just have this come in right here, straight the way across into the corner, actually. That'll work if we're just going 1 wide. It can only be like this. Yeah, if we're going 1 wide, then I just have to go here, 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 here. Then not here, not here. Save ourselves a whole bunch of grief. And just to do this one strip. I think that's doable. If it doesn't work, then that's going to be on me. But I believe that's going to be 1 more over. Here. There we go. There we go. So that'll go away. This will become... Remember where everything is in this mod. Well, I'm busy playing everything else. That'll come this way, and then that just goes right in there. Now I have to remember what I did over here. Oh, none of these are ready to get removed, but that will work. Yep, this one right here. Go there, and then I think that should be it. Okay, because those are all dead. So this right here is going to turn into straight there, straight there. Yes, sirree, folks. I think we can do it. The question is going to be 2 water sources might need a little bit larger, but we're going to try it with the one deep first. To make sure we connect all these things. Go check in on our other districts. We're not completely condemning these beavers to die. Okay, it's working slowly. Oh, they got rid of one of the buildings. Nice. So the logs are in here. I'm glad that works. That was a cool mechanic on the map, and I was kind of upset when we couldn't make it work last time. Oh wow, there's not even enough water here. Not even enough water here to use this. Yikes. Well, we'll leave it in case. There's no reason to get rid of it. Everything else is looking, I think, okay. This is only making 15 HP, but this has not flooded. So maybe that was the issue the whole time, is just having this in place where we couldn't use anything else. How do we have 19 homeless beavers? How do I have 17 homeless beavers in this district? That should not be possible. That should not be possible. Is it because they're infected? No, that can't be why. Did I cut off access to buildings up here? Because I only have 33, and I know they've got to have room to live up here. I didn't pause any buildings. Yeah, what's up with that? 33... Oh, okay. No, it's because the population of this district is huge, and I have that many contaminated beavers. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a minimum of contaminated beavers in the main district. Say, call that 20. And they're gonna get out of here. And they're going to go for a ride on our magical whirly gig. Because I kind of forgot this existed. I know. Blasphemy. Because this thing is so funny. But they will go for a ride. They'll get magically clean. And then they can go back upstairs if there's a spot for them. It's just weird that they're all coming up here. Or that so many of them were infected up here. That's kind of strange. What is my minimum? Set to 28. Okay. And I've got... I only need 29. So maybe I could just see if that's going to work. Alright, who's going for a ride? We should have a full house. We have all these infected beavers. I know they're slow. But we should see them strolling along here miserably to get on board the Wash Your Face Express via waterboarding. Or just whatever horrible, torturous activities occur in there. Did I not get this out of here? I did not. Okay. Oh, they already have dynamite up here? That was quick. We're getting it done, folks. A little bit slowly, but we are getting it done. Yeah, I've got some more I can pop in here. Exciting times, huh? I really hope this is a drought so we can continue working on this. If not, then I'm going to feel kind of dumb. But it is what it is. You guys have been asking for this forever and ever and ever and ever. So I figured we might as well dedicate some time to doing it. Now this should be the last piece we need. Yep, there we go. Now they got this mess to contend with, but at least we have access to the full height of the top here. And we are, we're doing something. We're making it work. I've got 355 plucked lotuses. Very good. Very good, because we definitely want those to make more methane, which we haven't been using, but we probably should. These guys are... Is it going to say what injury they've got? Broken... Oh, do I seriously not have a tooth thing? Well, that's a little embarrassing. Let's put one of those in. Make that a priority. These guys are just all piling up exhausted right here. So I guess they were too tired after getting off the ride. They don't have anywhere to sleep. Yeah, we do have some homeless beavers in here now. We'll make it work. They'll wake up, they'll get on the ride, they'll get clean. Okay, it is going to be a bad tide. That's gonna cause some problems. But at least we have water stored. Oh, you know what we don't have? We don't have water stored up here. We absolutely do not. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. This district does not have lemons, but there are lemons to be had up here. So in the interest of keeping our beavers alive, I'm going to put a gatherer flag here. I'm going to put a little storage for lemons. And where's my lemons? There they are. And I'm going to put in a lemonade stand wherever I can reasonably fit one. Don't really have a lot of room up here. Everything's overgrown. Okay, that works. Put a lemonade stand there, and we can start turning the water into lemonade. Because we absolutely need to be doing that. So I'll get this built first, because they can always import lemons. It's very easy to get those across, because they're right there. But this definitely needs to become a super, super fast priority to get this going. Because we're going to run into some problems if we don't have enough to drink up here. Because they have to keep this rice irrigated, which they're not even harvesting because districts are annoying. Yeah, this is still got a lot of work to go. This is not full of logs, so I don't know why it's... I guess it's just a slow process to begin with. Probably shouldn't be too upset about it. We'll just have to keep on top of things here. Yeah, it's going to be a problem because not only does work have to stop on this because the beavers can't really go through the Badwater, I've got to completely cut this entire thing off and get everybody out of these when it's Badwater time. That's always a fun problem to solve. We only have 6 beavers that are infected now, so that's progress. How are we doing up here? I think we might have hit our equilibrium just by moving those infected beavers down there, so that's good progress. Even if everything else is nightmare mode right now. Yeah, we just need these guys to be doing this. I only have the 1 beaver. We can make that 2. Because these guys aren't going to be able to pump very much at all, and that's going to become a big problem. The perils of districts. Oh, and we're flooded again. I thought I solved that problem. Well, that's deeply disappointing. Because you know it's going to do that with the Badwater, too. Oh, what a mess. What a pain. Sheesh. It's probably too late to do the Badwater diversion here. But you know what I'm going to do anyway? Because I know we have the ability to make it happen. I'm just going to clear that. And then we can blow this up. I think they're going to be able to do it. I just have to make sure I put the dynamite down here. This needs to be a priority employment. Got 2 days to try and make some lemonade so these guys can, you know, stay alive. Hopefully. There's enough water in this right now to last several days. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this off. So we don't dump any more of that stuff into this hole. It shouldn't evaporate entirely until sometime through the middle of the bad tide. And then the rice will stay alive for a couple more days after that. But the problem with completely relying on that is that this fluid dump will take most of a cycle to completely refill this. And that's going to cause some problems. But this is working. Just need to make sure that this is reasonably taken care of before we abandon this area for the next half a cycle. Full cycle, cycle and a half, whatever you want to call it. Man, they're not quick about this, are they? I mean, they are super far away from everything they got going on, so I can't really be that upset about it. How are we doing on... Oh, it's finished? Okay, well, it doesn't matter because we can't build a building anyway, but let's go ahead. Go ahead and get that floodgate dam fancified, and then get that switched over too. Because this is probably going to become flooded with Badwater before too long, and that's going to be a pain in the butt. But if we can at least start the process so we're going to be ready when we actually have the ability to build this, then that's going to be good. I think I'm going to need ladders first before we commit to building this. Not to mention all the other stuff we got to take care of. The excitement. It's palpable. Taking their time with all this. Yeah, this is going to have to be on hold for a while, and it's going to be unfortunate. But that's fine. It is what it is. No real way to escape it. I will cut this path. Actually, you know what I could do? I could cut the path here and here and immediately solve all of our problems because these would no longer be connected to anything. Instead of just taking the straws down or whatever. How close are we? 63, 65? Yeah, those are all going to die. That's annoying. The rice is... well, we're not going to worry about the rice. We'll just hope these guys can get another day's worth of work in, and that should be enough. Just would like to have at least one of these heights taken care of. I know it's going to be a long time. It's going to be a very slow process. I probably could put another lumberjack flag or two in to speed that along. Probably should. But they're not going to be working on it right now. So I'm about to completely unplug all of this. How are we doing up here? Okay, good. Lemonade is being made. Water stocks are up. So we're going to be okay, at least from the perspective of these beavers not dying of thirst. They're going to be dirty, and they're not going to be happy until the next tide is back. But they're going to survive. Hopefully. Alright, it's about the end of the workday. Did we get anything else accomplished here, or did I waste their time? Yeah, there's nothing else over here. Yeah, it's just a slow process, folks. Slow process. Not to mention, all of this... Okay, well, I gotta go ahead and get this unhooked right now. These guys all have to leave their homes and everything because the Badwater is going to be bad. And now this entire area is completely disconnected. They've all got to leave. And they should be gone by the time we actually get to the part where it's going to be bad news. I also want them out of this, which means I'm going to have to unconnect this path too. So we'll do that. Get these guys out of here. Is there anybody else who's straggling? Put this on single time speed, even though that's not going to really give me the opportunity to fix anything. But I guess that's about the best I can do. Yep. That's going to be, that's probably going to be about all I can do with that. Nobody's over here, right? I think we're good. Hopefully nobody goes through here. I know they might try up. Yep, they're trying to do rice. Well, I mean, he's got a little bit of time to do it. It is going to take a little bit to get over here. They didn't remove those barriers, right? Good. Blockages. I'm sorry. It's no longer called barriers. All right, so that works. This, I'm going to detonate. I need to do one more. I should have kept up with this, but I got a little distracted by the fun possibilities of having that diversion set up, but of course it was going to take too long. Yep, here comes that nasty right here. These poor individuals are now going to be evicted because their home is poison. Oh, they weren't in there. Okay, good. And now, folks, we've got, for the next 5 days, we've got 142 lemonade, we've got 244 water. I think we're going to be okay up here. It's just going to really be a problem for everything downstream, but they'll get over it. We've got our fun torture device over here that they can use for at least the next couple of moments before this gets completely inundated with bad water. And that's about all she wrote. Good thing this dynamite is just about done, because this is going to hopefully help our flow restriction not be quite as big of a deal. Of course, we still have this right here to pop in, and there we go. Alright. So, there's not really much of anything else I can do. I just have to hope these guys don't get super poisoned. Boy, what a mess with all this red. But once this is taken care of, we'll be in good shape. These trees, I'm very surprised, have not died yet. Some of them obviously have, but we'll take care of that as time goes by. Oh, look, it's still flooded. All right. So we really haven't solved very much, have we? All right, so that, at the very least, has opened up a little bit. I can put one more of these here, and then we're going to have to demolish some of this space. But that's going to take some time. All right, so here, these beavers are all, what are they? They're just injured. I have 29 incapacitated beavers. Are you serious? Okay, that's including contamination. That's mild disease, minor burn, generic injury. I did say we were going to try to do this at some point. But I was trying to... Oh, yeah, of course, treat it with alcohol. I was going to try and get the ladders unlocked first. I think we're still okay. The main problem we're running into now is we have 28 homeless beavers because I had to evacuate this entire area here. And that, for many reasons, is not ideal. We just kind of have to deal with it. How's our water level looking for the rice? Okay, we're still looking good. Lemonade is still looking fine. I don't think mathematically it's possible for all these beavers to drink all the water by the time this is over with, so I think we can turn the fluid dump back on. We should be okay. We're consuming just north of 60 fluids to hydrate the beavers per day, and the lemonade alone is enough for 3 days-ish from where we are, and it's 4 days until we get good water back again, so I think we are okay. This, of course, is going to continue to try to get good water out of this hole, but it's not going to get too much more than it currently has. Okay, this is sitting here. Alright, that works. Oh, and this is still one of those original log stairs. We probably should rebuild this. Get this out of here. Blast this down. At least one or two. So I'm going to go ahead and... oh, yikes. I didn't want to do that. Well, since we did anyway... Sheesh. I guess we might as well just, might as well just rebuild this. And while we're here, of course, turn this into a, another blasted out thing. The good news, though, is that these, oh, the beavers aren't even going to be able to use this because it's not connected to a district center. Well, let's hope they build this quickly. Blast it out. Come in with a double platform, and then a staircase, and then, oh, this is going to be so annoying to do this, though. Yeah, I've got no other way to do it than just to have them come across. No, I can't blast this out. I absolutely can't do it, because this bridge has to be built on top of this thing. I'm going to have to... Ugh. I'm going to have them come and take this out instead. Although, you know what? I don't think that was actually the problem. I think I'm just trying to invent a solution to a problem that didn't need solving. When the real thing was reducing choke points here, which I guess This is full. The primitive paper mill is full. Does that have to go on the ground? No. Okay. So then I will... yeah, I'll get rid of this. I know. More explosives. At some point, this is going to be more or less just sending good money after bad, which is not really the right way to solve problems. But I truthfully do not know what else I could possibly do to try and fix this at this point. I just gotta make more room. Gotta make more room. But we can come back with our crappy platforms and put this building back where it was. And that is reconnected. No, why is it not oh, okay, because I didn't do this. All right, now it's connected, and these guys can go back to what they were previously doing. All right, this district is it's surviving. It's looking okay. We're making it work. Yeah, this is just so annoying to have this every single time. I have to reset all this. Well, at least we have 9,000 food. The rice is just so important for us to have, and it's a big bummer when we have to ship everything in from up top. But it is what it is. There's only so much you can do. You can't win everything all the time. But what we can do in just a moment is we can research ladders, and we can start building those things. And let me tell you, friends, that's going to solve a lot of our problems. Because I'm going to put ladders. I'm going to put one here, and we're going to recouple this to the main district. We're going to completely remove this rice farm and this other farm from everything else. I think that should work. But there's only so much we can do. Just let it happen as it happens and move on with our lives. And we're just about out of time anyway. But for all of you who have been crying, screaming, throwing up, etc. about not having a medium mine, I am right there with you. There's just all this other stuff that we have to get done first. And boy, is this a slow process. So, sheesh. I mean, I truthfully do not know where we can put one. I really don't. We're just going to have to find a spot. If you got an idea, I think I've asked a couple times, but if you have an idea where a medium mine should go, let me know. I guess if we take a look at the size of the thing, obviously we have to unlock it, but yeah, it's big. And I could, depending on how this is popped in, I could take some of these trees out and just put one over here. But it is, it's sufficiently large that it's going to make a big disruption no matter where it goes. So that's why we haven't done that yet. But good news is we have 800 science. So finally in episode 25, we're going to unlock ladders. And we're just going to build these things. We're just going to do it. I'm going to have to be careful about how I have this constructed, because these can only be built from the top past a certain point. Oh wait, no, they can still pass underneath. Yeah, so that's not going to be a problem. All right, this path goes away, and then the ladder goes in its place, all the way up. Not that high, but all the way up, and then everything should massively improve from there. I'll just unplant these crops. 99%, nice. They can harvest that. 100%, 99, 71, 54. This one's 11%. Goodbye. But I know there are many of you who will be rejoicing that this has finally been done. It's just a process. You got to trust the process. And that's all I have to say about that. We still doing okay up here? Wait, why is this now saying there's nothing connected to it? Oh, because this is on the other side of the district. Okay. But water-wise, we're just about out of water, but the lemonade is still holding strong. So that was good. I forget who it was who said build a lemonade stand up here, but that was absolutely the right move. And I'm glad we did it. Of course, the The brambles that I removed, I'm pretty sure... oh, they didn't grow back. Okay. So, I'll tell you what. These aren't gonna... Oh, these are all dead? Okay. I could have just built through them then. Dynamite time. Yeah, come blast this garbage out of here. We're just going to have to be careful that when we do this, we don't let all the good water flow off the side of the map. So this will be our emergency release until we can get everything else put in place. Yeah, actually. You know what we can do? I'm going to not build those two, because we can do this down 2. Yeah, that's going to work great. We can do this down 2, and then... well, actually, this one's going to go first, because I put this here. But they should still be able to reach from upstairs. Get that done. So many moving parts, difficult to keep track of, but we're making it work. Slowly but surely. I'm just so fascinated by the concept of blowing stuff up. You have no idea. Well, I guess at this point you probably do have some idea. But as promised, that's going to be the end of this one. I will go ahead and let them build this, because remember we have to have a 3x3 space to put our floodgate dam once everything is good to go. But this will get done. We will blow this up so this is ready to go. Some of the water will go away, which is not good. So maybe we, you know what? No, we're not going to do this because I'm going to forget. We're going to have to take some time to think about this. Hopefully the next cycle is a drought. Hopefully. This is at least connected again. This district up here does not have access to, what, metal blocks? And scaffolding. Okay. Bramble flower storage. This is also bramble flowers. So this is going to turn into scaffolding. And this is going to... Oh, I should have already ended the episode, but whatever. This will be for metal blocks. That should solve that problem. We can have the everything here, and then of course I will have to decouple. Honestly, I could just take this bridge out, to be perfectly honest with you, and just leave the... Actually, no, we won't do that, because then I need to have this. I will just take this path out once we get there. But yeah, that's about the size of it, folks. That's going to be the end of today. We'll watch this slowly purify itself. And then next time we come back, we'll of course continue construction on this bypass. Very, very early stages as it stands now, but we're going to make it work, hopefully. Of course, you see the names scrolling by on the screen. I really appreciate the Beard Boosters for all of their contributions. Make it possible to continue to do these super long series until completion, instead of just abandoning them after 3 episodes. So really appreciate those folks, and I appreciate you as well, even if your name is not on that list. You guys make it possible with your support, no matter whether it's monetary or commenting or viewing or just being here even this once. I appreciate you, and I'm glad you chose to spend some time with me today. Hopefully you have a fun and a safe rest of yours, and we'll see you back again soon for more in this one on Thursday. And then, of course, tomorrow we have the return to the folktales and all sorts of other fun stuff. But again, like I said, appreciate you. Have a fun and a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.